Bring out the tiger.
Hiya, welcome back to the channel. So we are sat inside a BMW E46 and I'm going to try and tackle something here. It's not a problem as such, it's more just something I'm not a fan of. So if we look at this steering wheel and we see, we turn it, I can sort of turn it that much before it really does anything. Now it is sort of springy during turning it that much. It's not like play as such. So I think I know where this is and what the problem is. So if we make our way under the bonnet, we can see that there is a steering column. And inside that part of the steering column there is a rubber bush. Like, sort of like a prop shaft coupling, like a guibo, if you want to call it that. And it feels to me like the springiness is what I'm feeling, is that rubber bush deforming. Now there is actually some people, there is other videos that I've seen on this where people have put poly bushes and you've got to take it out, drill the rivets out, hook about, put bolts in it. Yeah, that's more work than what I want to do. So I'm going to try something not massively dissimilar to what I've done in another video where I wanted to strengthen a bush. I want to try and pack it with tiger seal. So I've got a tube on the end of it, so I can bend it around and get it into the bush on both sides really, without going underneath the car, because obviously
I've got new boots, they are a perfect fit.
It's pissing down, so I don't want to lie in that shit. Anyway, let's see what we can do. Right, so if we look down there, we can see, I don't know if you can see it very well, but where I'm putting that, inside there is the rubber joint, and then it's got a shield around it, and the rubber joint is then connected to this bit. Now I'm just going to try and pack it full of this stuff, like I did with the engine mount on the C1. And that is quite hard to pump out actually. I might need to do away with the pipe, but we'll see how we get on. I'm just going to keep on pumping until it comes out. And as we can see there, we've got quite a bit on that side, so I've actually put the pipe in the back side now, and I want to pump some more in. And I will have to force it in with my fingers and everything, which I'm not going to be able to show. And I'll have to turn it as well, so I'm just going to get on with it and see what I'm left with, because it's not good, you can't see full call anyway. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to pump it into this side, I'm going to pump it into the side, I'm going to turn the steering wheel 180 degrees and I'm going to do the same again. And then I'm just going to run my hand around it, which I'm not going to be able to show, and just force it into all the gaps. Yes. So that is one side done. I've still got to turn the steering wheel around and do the other side, but as you can see I've gone with the you can't put too much on sort of way of thinking with it. So now, like I said, I need to turn the steering wheel around, get to the half of it, and then let it set. So as you can see, that's the other side of it that I've not actually got any onto yet. Also I mentioned as well, I had to put quite a thick hose on it because it wasn't coming out. So I'm going to get on with this, see what it looks like in a minute. Yes. So as you can see now, this side matches the other side with its neatness. I have been careful not to get it on the engine mount too much, because I don't want it to stick to the engine mount and I won't be able to turn the steering wheel at all then, will I? So yeah, now I need to leave that to go off. Now, we are halfway through September now, which means it is winter, it is cold, so it's going to take a while to go off, but I've just had it running, it's not far away from the exhaust, so it is going to pick up the ambient temperature from the turbo to dry it hopefully within the next couple of days, and then I'll see if it's made any difference. Now it is over 24 hours later and it doesn't look any different. It still looks lovely and neat, but it's dry. So let's see if it's made any difference. And so far at low speeds, I'm not noticing that much difference yet, but you never really noticed it at low speeds so much anyway. But what I am noticing a difference in, there is definitely a difference, and the difference is that when I'm turning it side to side, it sort of feels heavier to change directions, if that makes sense. I think it might be less cushioned when you're changing directions. When you're stationary, it's the same. So when I'm doing that, the steering sort of feels heavier to go like that, if that makes any sense at all. So, on the motorway, it is better. I've actually only got, like now, I've got about that much movement of dead spot in the middle, whereas before I probably had more than double that. So it is actually quite a significant improvement, which should make the vehicle a more pleasant driving experience. So I think that concludes this video. It did work. It didn't take long to do. It didn't cost a lot of money to do. Does it look good? No. Do you look at it? Also no. So I'd say that's a success. Anyway, I think that's it for this one. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the usual shit. See you next time.